was full of candy initially.
Oh, cool. All right,
And then,
and we are live. Yeah. Yeah, oh, well, we're just talking about uh maracas and things of that sort, and you said you had something that was candy.
yeah, it was a candy. It was filled with little candy pieces.
Okay.
And after that, uh, we filled them with little seashells
Yeah.
and used that
Well,
for a while.
I want to say like when I was in junior high, they would make shakers with like cans and take like dry beans and put them in there and stuff.
And rice and
Yeah. Yeah. All that kind of
sandy.
stuff. Yeah. Yes. So
Hello,
anyway,
Dad.
yeah.
Hello, your
Yes.
mommy.
Hello, everyone. Yes, Darren is here. Yay. You okay, boo?
Yes, I'm tired.
Don't worry. We will fix that.
I'm tired, and that apple looks delicious. I'm only mad that you only buy two because I can eat one by itself.
Well, then I'll just go and get more tomorrow. Yeah, yes, Darren is eyeing the offerings.
Yes, I
And
am. Like, I'm gonna eat
Yeah,
it for real.
well, remember, we have to offer them first, and then we can have them. And the two cucumbers are not store bought. Those actually grew in the garden, and I'm so happy. And they are going to make the most awesome bread and butter pickles. So, mhm.
that
Well,
apple was huge.
yeah,
Oh no.
yeah, those apples like that do not grow down here. Right? We're too far south and it gets too warm for that. But cucumbers, we actually got some nice ones. So patience pays off. But hello everyone. Oh wow, time to so huh?
For the latest time to eat it.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Sarcastic, you're in Washington, right? Washington State. Is it? Oh,
Send apples, dude.
okay. Oh, and also it's saying I'm a bit quiet. Let me hold on. Let me check the volume and see if something. Because okay, this is on. I wonder if something is set.
Hello in TV land.
Oh, hang on. This sounds like settings issue. Let's try this.
Test these. One, two,
Okay, now wait, now hang on. All right.
three.
Okay, let's try that. Um, and okay, it doesn't have a clear an okay, but that should have it. So okay. Oh yes. Okay. Oh well, look, I think the entire West Coast, because sarcastic is in Washington State and saying they need prayers for rain because they're in a drought up there, and I think the entire western half of the United States, like from the Rockies westward, you guys need some rain. So
We
yeah.
all need a little rain except Florida.
Yeah, they don't need any rain, but yeah, we're dry. We're uh a few more dry days away from a burn ban down here, but yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for telling me. For whatever reason, the volume on the microphone got set down, and so everything was softer. With this one, I have to push the settings up. On my old system, it was different, but
Can you hear me now? Good.
good. Yeah. Alrighty then. Well, let's get underway. As we are honoring tonight, we're honoring Ra and Ma'at. Ma'at, his daughter, is lifted up to him, and so it's going to be there. Also, there's some other things that kind of happened within this week. So I've got candles for Shu and also for Isis and Nephthys, aka Aset and Nebuchadnezzar, because last week, according to the Cairo calendar, they were sad because of Osiris, but this week they're happy. So Um, so they will be part of the celebration. Here it is. Okay. I'm going to try something a little different this time because I picked up something new over the weekend. Hopefully it won't peek out the microphone. But you want to give us a shake on the shaker? So let me blow this part. Just do something. All right. Okay. There we go. So I got some finger cymbals. $20 off Amazon. It's funny, Darren was saying, "Oh man, that's expensive." I'm like, "No, it's not. Shop around on Amazon. $20 was cheap." Darren. But no, I like the idea of being able to add a little more sound and a little more variety. You know, I mean, it's not like we can cram a live band in here or something, but, you know, just a few more little accents. So. That was not intended to be one of them. Okay. Yeah, just you know, you move your feet and then something randomly just falls over. Alrighty. These cool waters are upon my hands. They purify me as Technique purifies me. Hail unto you and unto you. We come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Our purity is upon our hands. Our purity is within our hearts. And we are awake now. And we have cast out all evil that pertains to us. We are
That
pure,
is cold!
we are pure, we are pure.
That ain't right.
Come here, you.
Yeah, it was actually cold enough.
Yes, it was. Can't wait till we have it in person because I'm going to bless you with the cool water.
Oh, goodness. And I get to, I will be asking myself, how do I make sure this doesn't devolve into a water fight at the beginning of the ritual?
You won't.
Oh, dear.
You're just going to have to take a handle with two cripples taking out on each other.
Oh, goodness.
Just film it and put it on Patreon. We'll be rich. Triple five.
I feel like I need some more of those. Wow.
Cripple fights?
No, the cool waters.
Okay.
Just for myself. As you're sitting here and saying this. Like, I am pure, I am pure, I am pure, I am pure. That feels better. Although I will confess, when I pour the water and it hits my hands, I think, oh boy, Darren's going to love this. It's like, yeah, if I'm thinking this is cold, boy, Darren's.
Bitch, you did it deliberately.
Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come in peace. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra and all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light.
Receive the
Receive the
light.
light.
The eye of Horus comes to the four corners of the world, to everyone who is tuning in now and on replay. This eye of Horus comes, and we are purified with it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
When you moved.
Huh?
She moved.
Was it? Like,
She
which?
physically moved. I watched it.
Well, then I guess we better make sure we include her in the offerings too.
Yes, we do.
All right. Now I'm just going to light our candles for Shu, son of Ra. The one who foretells Ra when he ascends from the Akhet. Hail, O Shu. And the sisters. That's it. And segment.
And how would we properly acknowledge Wajit?
Well, she's in two forms, technically, right here on the altar. So we will welcome her in our invocation. So. You arise in the Keferi, O Ra, spreading your light upon the earth. You sit in peace in the mountains of Manu as a tomb, bringing your light to Duat. Shine upon earth as you do in heaven and Duat. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from noon at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra. Hail, praise, and welcome to you, O Shu, firstborn son of Ra, to Aset and Nebahat, the sisters, to Sekhmet, and to Wajit, daughters of Ra, who act as his eye. Hail and praise unto you, O Yunuchuru, you lords of love and lords of life. Grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness, and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at and cast out his Fet. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us, and your strength be within us. Take these cool waters that are the inundation, that they may cool your hearts. Oyunechuru, these waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, Oyunechuru, that you may be purified with it. We give you incense. Give you incense, great of purity. This incense is the eye of Horus. Its fragrance comes to you, it cleanses you, it adorns you, it takes its place upon your hands. This incense is the eye of Horus. Its fragrance comes to you. Make sure Wajid gets some too. Take this, your bread on which gods live, this produce of the land. This is the eye of Horus, Oyunechuru. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. The gardens prosper, and happy rejoices, overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus for you with wine, O Ra, Oyunechuru. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine, and your water. Pure, pure is Ra Horeketi within his house. Pure, pure is Shu within his house, Sekhmet within her house, Aset and Nebehat within their house, Wajid within her house. Pure are the cause of all of these gods with this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings, all things good and pure, for Ra Horeketi, Shu, Aset and Nebehat, Sekhmet and Wajid. In every place that their immortal cause dwell. Come to your body, O Ra Horeketi. Come to your body, O Shu, Sekhmet, Aset, Nebehat, Wajid. Come to your bodies, O Oyunechuru, and come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants, who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these, your offerings, and partake of them. Come, O people, raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Ra, before Shu, before Sekhmet, before Aset, before Nebehat, before Wajid. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All stability comes from them. All good fortune comes from them, as it has since the first time. Ora Horaketi, and your son, the Osur Nisu Nebkepru Ra, your foes retreat from you. Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these, your offerings, and receive them from our hands. From the table of the gods to the table of the blessed dead. We light this candle for them, that it may light their way in Duat. And we bring them these cool waters from the table of Osiris, that their hearts may be refreshed. Horekaru ta henket kakao afdu senacher merhat kutnibet nofra wabet alket nacherim and cow and aku punibu ma nibu hirunachara. A voice offering of 1,000 of bread and beer, beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all pure, good and pure things on which a god lives, for the cause of all of these aku, all true of voice before the great god. And apparently somebody objected that they got 1,000 of beef and fowl, but not 1,000 of bread and beer. So, okay, 1,000 of bread and beer. And now, we come unto you, O Ra. As Jehuti comes, our hands join under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your ka shall live. Truly, your Aeneid has Ma'at, for they know you live in her. The Aeneid says unto you, your word is law, eternally. Isfet is cast out by your word. Rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. And may we always act with gentility and compassion, for such is the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such is the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, for such is the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, for such is the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, for such is the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, for such is the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance, for such is the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others, for such is the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, that we may witness Ra's perfection every day. And there is a prayer to Ma'at, special reading. Here we go, Litany to Ma'at and Ra. And yeah, this is towards the back of celebrating the Egyptian gods. O Ra, who sets with Ma'at, Ma'at is joined to his brow. O Ra, who rises with Ma'at, Ma'at embraces his beauty. O Ra, effective through Ma'at, Ma'at is secured to his bark. O Ra, mighty through Ma'at, whereon he lives every day. O Ra, who made Ma'at, and whom one offers Ma'at. You placed Ma'at in our hearts, that we may raise her up to your ka. We know you live by her, and it is you who made her body. May we be straight ones, free of lies, who do not practice deception. And this is something brand new. I don't even have it transcribed anywhere yet, so it's in my scraggly handwriting. Let me find it. Hail unto you, O Ra, in your life and your goodness, on your thrones and your daises. Bring to us life and prosperity, health and happiness, clothing and food, that we may partake of them. Like Jehuti, may we see you when you go forth in the sunbark and shine upon the twin horizons in Enma'ah. Heaven is pure for Ra, the earth is pure for Horus. Every god and goddess between them is pure, and we worship them. And since we have Shu, have the litany of Shu. I am he who foretells Ra when he ascends from the Akhet. I put the fear of him into whomever seeks out his name. I am the one among the Heh gods who hears their words. I dispatch the word of the self-created to the multitudes. I am the one who captains the sunbark and its crew. I am stronger and more raging than all the Enneads. I show splendor in accordance with my nature. I speak, and the Enneads are silent. I am he whose shape was exhaled, whom this august god created, who strews the sky with his beauty, whose name the gods do not know, the one whom the sun folk serve. Shu is the one whom Atum fashioned. His robe is the air of life. A cry for him went forth from the mouth of Atum. The air opened upon his ways. He makes the sky light after darkness. His pleasing color is the breath of Atum. Storm clouds in the sky are his efflux. Hailstorms and dusk are his sweat. The length of the sky is his stride. The width of the earth are his settlements. All living things upon the back of Geb. By Atum's command does Shu govern them. His life is in their nostrils. He guides breath into their throats. It's funny, I think, given some of the descriptions of him, he's kind of almost has a role sort of like kind of like the Metatron, not to be confused with Megatron. Um, and yes, Wikipedia has a disambiguation page that points that out. But the Metatron being the voice of God, in the Abrahamic tradition, in one sense, that's an aspect of Shu. Is he's the messenger of, the creator. And in some forms, he's also the one that has to go and bring back the eye, when she rages in the desert. So I'm just going to check over here because I know I have comments to check on. Okay, Okay, yeah, we got the. Oh yeah, you guys up in the mountains are supposed to be in the late 30s this weekend. Yeah. See, way down here in the bottomlands, we're doing good to get down to the 50s overnight. And that's actually, I'm grateful because that's the average. That's what we're supposed to have. The last few years have been hot, and we haven't been getting this cool, but I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, all you folks up in the mountains are having a lot more fun. Oh, Sarcastic is suggesting a solution to the whole thing with the cool waters is let it be a water fight. Because I see no way this can go wrong.
Be a whole lot of Tefnuf.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, do our best. Okay. Aset. I tell you what, we will read some stuff for Aset and Nebenhat. And oh yeah, the yeah, that's really cool. Like the dia lamp. Some folks are using. They found a little icon which actually is borrowing from Hindu icons, but that's okay. It works perfectly. And fun fact for those that are interested in comparative religions, this week wrapped up the Durga Puja, which is technically the Navaratri festival. It's a 9-day festival in honor of the goddess Durga, and that's the one who I got the icon of. I would probably knock something over if I tried to take her picture down to show you guys now, but I picked up an image of Durga from the local Indian grocery. And just to kind of tell you the story of her real quick, you'll notice as I tell it some parallels with Sekhmet and with Neat, because according to Indian legend, there was a demon named Mahishasura who performed austerities, rigorous practices, and got a boon from the god Shiva. Well, he asked for immortality, and Shiva said, "I can't give you that because everything has to die eventually." The demon said, "Okay, well, make it so that only a woman can kill me." Thinking, "Oh well, no woman's ever going to be strong enough to kill me, right?" Famous last words, right? Well, he's granted this boon, and then goes on a rampage and starts causing all sorts of trouble. And the gods realize they can't kill him because of the boon that Shiva gave him. So they call upon Durga, who is an aspect of the mother of creation, but she's pictured riding on the back of a tiger or on a lion, and of course having multiple arms, but she holds weapons in each arm, including a scimitar and bow and arrow, and she slays the demon. And he takes different forms, and she keeps fighting him, and she kills this demon. And the Durga Puja festival commemorates her defeating the demon. And it's a very raucous festival. I was listening to a live stream of it, and Darren thought my wind chimes were going nuts. And I'm like, no, that's just people, banging on drums and ringing bells and stuff in the middle of this. It's kind of strange to our ears because we're used to a religious ceremony being something really quiet and solemn. But I watched those and I kind of wonder, is that what ancient processions sounded like? Because you'd have all these people banging drums and ringing sistrums, and you'd have all this background noise. It would be a very raucous affair. But it's fascinating to see that. So that was this week. Right, y'all better not offer me beef or fowl when I'm dead. Okay, well, we'll have to offer you falafel, but Married Raw, I think you're younger than me enough that I hope that I'm not the one making voice offerings for you. But and yes, Yom Kippur was actually off. That was this week. I got that off because this professor is Jewish. That's pretty cool. And also for folks that are interested in other forms of recon paganism, I believe this weekend would be the second Akitu festival, which is a Mesopotamian thing. What's interesting about that is Mesopotamian traditions. I say that to cover Sumer, Babylon, Assyria. You had a whole lot of different things all in that one area. But they had an influence on Judaism. And so the spring Akitu tends to fall kind of close to when Passover would be. And the fall Akitu tends to be shortly after when Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur would be, because um, the Jewish calendar evolved from the standard Babylonian calendar, and even the month names. Because I think the month right either that is right now or it just ended. It was Tishrei in Hebrew, but it was um, uh, Tisheru or something very similar to that in Babylonian. So for folks who are interested in that. Alrighty, so yes, I see cookies. Um, so one for Kit, and all right, sarcastic. Yeah, and um, sarcastic. I'll tell you, you may say now I don't want to live past 80 because things go downhill, but you're going to hit 80 and be like, I'm still doing things. That's what I hope. So, because our friend Wally was like doing Toastmasters and things like that at 91. So, what I'm going to do is I'll read for Aset and for Nebahat real quick, and then we will do our fortunes. And especially because these ladies kind of preside over uh, things like magic and divination. Aset the Great, Mother of the God, Lady of Philae, God's wife, God's adorer, God's hand, Mother of God, Great Queen, adornment, Lady of ornaments of the shrine, Lady and desire of the green fields, nursling who fills the shrine with her beauty, fragrance of the shrine, mistress of joy who runs her course in the sacred place, rain cloud that greens the fields when she descends, maiden sweet of love, mistress of Upper and Lower Egypt, who issues orders among the Aeneid, princess, great of praise, lady of charm, whose face loves the trickle of fresh myrrh. And because you are that rain cloud that greens the fields, would you please uh, grant some greening to our friends in the West, the Western United States specifically? And to Nebatat. Hail, O Nebatat, mistress of the temple, lady of life, who heals and protects. You stand with your sister Isis at the throne of Osiris. Mother of Anubis, loving aunt of Horus, with skillful hands you weave the wrappings of the Lord of the West. O you of the four noble ladies, you guard Hapi in the direction of the north. You are one of the two chattering kites keeping watch over Unifer, one of the twin plumes on the crown of Min. You bind the evil one in fetters and consign him to Ra's flames. Protect us with your magic as you defend the Lord of all. And now, great ladies, we have requests for your wisdom and your insight. Now, I'm going to start with one for everyone who's been watching, and actually for everyone who isn't watching us live but is tuning in after the fact. So this is for everyone. Fate loves the fearless. And that is our fortune for everyone who couldn't ask for something specific. Fate loves the fearless. So don't be afraid. Whatever it is, don't be afraid. Just go ahead. Um, don't let your fear hold you back. Yeah, you could be putting yourself in the right place at the right time if you just, you know, take that opportunity. So let's see. Yeah, the one for Kit Fox. Um, let's see. Okay. All right. Starting with the one for Kit Fox, and then for Sarcastic. So Sebekekwe is asking on behalf of his wife, and here it is. And please give her big hugs for us. There are no stupid questions, just stupid answers. And that is what it says. So tell Kit Fox, there are no stupid questions, just stupid answers. And I get the sense that that's saying don't feel like you're stupid for asking something. There's actually a Chinese saying that seems to dovetail into this about he who asks a question is a fool for 5 minutes. He who does not ask a question is a fool forever. So don't worry about your. It's not a dumb question. You just might get a dumb answer, but that doesn't mean stop there. Keep pressing. There are no stupid questions, just stupid answers. Alrighty, Sarcastic. Huh. All right, Sarcastic. This one says Confucius said, "Think no evil, hear no evil, see no evil." Don't. I feel like this is saying, don't dwell on bad things and leave those in your head. Think no evil means um don't put negativity into your head, um, and then you won't feel bad later on. An ex friend of ours who was always watching, like documentaries on murder mysteries and this and that. You'll put yourself in a bad place doing that sort of thing. So think no evil, hear no evil, see no evil. Look for positive things. Okay, and Daniel, and then Blue Conlin. Daniel, you will enjoy peace and harmony in your home. That sounds like good news to me. You will enjoy peace and harmony in your home. And Blue Conlin. Wow. Blue Conlin. Do not mistake temptation for opportunity. That was very specific. Do not mistake temptation for opportunity. Do some introspection and you'll know the difference. So don't kid yourself and say, "Oh, this is a great opportunity." No, no, no. This is temptation. Don't give in. Okay, creature of legend, and then Kyle Hinahosa. Creature of legend. Wow, that was unique. That one just kind of leaped out. Engage in group activities that further transformation. I feel like they're saying for you to actually come join in more. So engage in group activities that further transformation. Do some things with friends. Engage in group activities that further transformation. Okay. Kyle Hinahosa. Okay, Kyle Hinahosa. There can be economy only where there is efficiency. There can be economy only where there is efficiency. So if you're, yeah, economy, not wasting things, um, only when you're more efficient. So I think what they're saying is there are some things you need to look at where you might be wasting whatever money, energies, time.
anything.
Yeah. Um, there can be economy only where there is efficiency. And it seems like this is a good time of year to get rid of things that aren't serving you purpose. Because I know there are several folks, like one of our friends has been, clearing out some things, and we're going to be visiting with him on Sunday. Um, and just, the people talk about spring cleaning, but fall's a good time for that too, and that might be one of the things they're kind of getting at. So, okay, Measure. Need help from Hathor with love issues. I'd appreciate a fortune. Okay. Lady Hathor. Okay. Wow. She said right here. Guess that one just came right out. So Mary Toronto, let's see what this says. When the mouse looks upon the cat, there must be an escape route nearby. When the mouse looks upon the cat, there must be an escape route nearby.
Don't do anything without a plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, make sure whatever you do, you have a safety valve.
Mm-hmm. But there's another way to look at this too. When the mouse looks on the cat, there must be an escape route nearby, meaning that the mouse isn't going to come out and look at the cat unless it knows it's got a back door. Now, I get the feeling this is about other people. There might be other people who have their back doors, their escape routes, huh?
It sounds like to me it's saying know where your opposition is before you make your move.
Okay. So okay, yeah, know where your opposition is before you make your move. That's what Shannon is getting. So, sounds like you're being told to be strategic here. So hopefully that helps out. Okay, and then Serrana and Alejandro. All right. Oh. Serrana. Serrana, everyone is fun. You just have to find their fun side. So whoever is aggravating you, I feel like that's what this is about. Everyone is fun. You just have to find their fun side. Or maybe there's somebody that you're trying to get to crack up, kind of like Lurch, um, a friend of ours from college who had just coming off of a stint in the Marines, going to college, and was still very much about that military bearing. And Darren resolved upon himself, I'm going to make you break bearing, and I'm going to make you crack a smile and laugh. And yeah,
I did.
Yes, and he did. So, everyone is fun. You just have to find their fun side. And then Alejandro. Okay. Alejandro, don't build your happiness on others' sorrow. Don't build your happiness on others' sorrow. Okay, I'm going to scroll down so I can catch up and see. Okay, Serrano says, I'd like a prayer for my partner who's going through a lot of stress lately and was recently in the hospital. Absolutely. Okay. And, alrighty. Oh, wow. And it's funny, I just scrolled down where Alejandro said, Mindful Love Matters. I'd like to ask Hathor and I start for that matter. And, it said, don't build your happiness on another's sorrow.
No rebounds.
Okay, wow. Yeah. Don't get somebody on the rebound. Yes, don't go for Jesse's girl, I guess.
Yes.
Alrighty. Yes, and Seti, the red cap, would like a cookie from Set. And could find a fortune cookie so you get chocolate chip. And then Sebekekoi wants one specifically in reference to fertility treatments. Okay. Well, we'll start with Set, who's back in the back. And Seti, the red cap, asks for some insight from you. The Lord of Ombos. And he says, big things are coming in the future. It will only be a matter of time. I think that sounds like you're on the right path. If you were wondering about that, and he says, big things are coming in the future. It will only be a matter of time. I think what he's telling you is patience. Patience, and don't second guess yourself. And to our noble ladies, Sebekekwe, partner of Kit Fox, wants guidance in fertility. And of course, we all wish them well. There are only 3 colors, 10 digits, and 7 notes. It's what we do with them that's important. I think, which is kind of echoing the thing about every novel in the world is a combination of the same 26, or every novel in the English language is a combination of the same 26 letters. Um, and since you're asking about fertility, there's only so many ways to do this. It's what you do with them that's important.
In other words, keep it up. There's only so much prayer gonna help here.
Well, I mean, and I realize, there are lots of medical procedures out there. They can be very, very expensive. Um,
Yeah, but sometimes you gotta quit worrying about it and just
do it.
do it. Look, my uncle and his wife spent a whole bunch of money at one point early in their lives trying to get pregnant, and 6 months after they had said it's not happening, we're just gonna do things with reckless abandon and never worried about it again, she was pregnant. And every time he hung his clothes on the door, she was pregnant. Once they stopped worrying about it, stopped wanting it. Boom, there you go.
There you go.
4 kids later.
4 kids later. That sounds like a success story. Okay, mac and cheese 8.
Careful, mac and cheese. I'm starving.
Mac and cheese. Yes, and one of our Lily Shabti is quite fond of mac and cheese. But okay, you ask for a fortune, and the gods provide. All right. Max and cheese 8. When you do make a mistake, do not treat yourself as though you were the mistake.
Very important.
When you do make a mistake, do not treat yourself as though you were the mistake.
Right.
And I realize that can be hard to do, especially those of us that grew up with basically bad programming when we were younger. But when you make a mistake, you made the mistake. You are not the mistake. You're not a mistake or a bad person yourself. You're just human and infallible. Yes.
Things happen.
So I think they're giving you some encouragement for something specific. Okay. All righty. All right, now I'm having to. I'm having to catch up here because I was making sure that I got the cookies, and let's see. Hmm. Okay, and Penguin joined a little late, came right at the end of the story, but I'm glad I made it. Absolutely, yeah. You know what? And I'm catching something that Sarcastic said earlier about, by the way, pro tip, might not be the best thing to go up Mount Baker with smoke in the air when you've got asthma. Now, this is up in Washington State. And, that's interesting. For people who have asthma, there might be good and bad times of the year to go and visit up in the Cascades, for that sort of reason. But, okay, so Penguin asked for a cookie. And Yeah. Okay. That was unfood. Forgot my question. Okay. Well, you know what? And Mac and Cheese, had clarified and said, I wanted a fortune regarding my path with Anapu. I think, that sounds like a message Anapu would give. You made a mistake. You aren't the mistake. He seems to be really sensitive and aware when dealing with, people that are dealing with hurt and issues like that.
He's a good soul for that.
Yeah. Mm. Okay, and Sarcastic was asking, has anybody got some good sources on what to do for the individual days of the Feast of Koya? Well, I tell you what, there are a few resources on that are not in English, and so that have to work on. I do know that there's a particular night of like where they would tie green onions and some things like that. Let me see if I can find some things that I can post because that's coming up, towards the end of this month and first part of next. But let's not forget Cookie for Penguin, and I'm just making sure that I didn't miss anything else. Let's see. Yes, and Civic Echo is saying, just have fun, and if something happens, great. Yes, absolutely. Okay, yeah, okay. Yes, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Okay, got the Discord link. Awesome. Okay. Yes, actually, braiding chives for the Koyak mysteries would be great. That would be perfect because actually there was a statue that they found in the tomb of I believe it's the tomb of Ka, and it's spelled Kha. You might even be able to do a Google image search on this and find it. I'm surprised what things you can find if you know the specific name to Google. But this particular statue of him had obviously been the focal point of rites for the Koyak mysteries because it was found undisturbed and it had a wreath of braided onions around its shoulders.
Wow.
So yeah, that's something that we know that they did. So okay, all right. So Penguin needs a fortune. And we're glad you were able to join us. And fate will find a way. So, Penguin, there you go. Fate will find a way. Okay. If anyone else has got any other requests, be sure to put that up there. And if you can put some kind of an icon there, that way it'll be easier for me to see from halfway across the room. And we'll start wrapping things up so we don't, because we're already at the hour mark. But, Okay, yeah, someone says, I remember someone in the Discord posted something about a festival where they had an onion bouquet that looked a lot like a Christmas tree. Yeah, so, yeah, there you go. So that's something that we do is we make sure to offer green onions. And it was especially poignant for us at one point because green onions were Darren's dad's favorite thing to put in cooking
it's not. It wasn't his favorite, but it was. You wouldn't find him cook very often without it.
Right. It was a common ingredient in his cooking. He'd finish it up with green onions, and so after he died, it was especially poignant that we were offering green onions, for the Osiris mysteries. But okay, I got cookie crumbs on my book here, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. And a prayer of well-being for all of our friends who are joining us and those who couldn't make it but are with us in spirit. Hear us, O Ra, great Lord of Yunu, and place your arms of blessing around all of those that we just mentioned. Let them rejoice in your bounty, and their hearts take joy in your kindness. Tell Neat and Upwood to open their ways for them, and may you protect them with your strong arm of compassion. For you are the All-Lord, the Lord of Ma'at. Holy and splendid is your name. Capri at dawn, Atum at dusk. Ra Horaketi, as you rule the nine. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Capri. You come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix in Yunu. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure, as the name of Atum, foremost of the great Enid, endures. May they endure as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Geb at the Earth's Ba endures. As the name of Nut in the Shrine of Shenit in Yunu endures. As the name of Osir, Kentia Mentiu endures. As the name of Asat in Necheru endures. As the name of Sutek in Nubet endures. As the name of Horus in Pei endures. As the name of Wajit in Dep endures. As the name of Jehuti in Khamenu endures. As the name of Ra and the Akhet endures, likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Ma'at, Shu, Sekhmet, Aset, Nebetat, Wajit. You have come in peace, O Yunechuru. May you go forth in peace, O Ra, Shu, Sekhmet, Aset, Nebetat, Wajit, Ma'at. May you go forth in peace, O Yunechuru, to every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Manjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. Okay. Okay. Talking about garlic. That's pretty neat. Another thing that some people have used as a substitute for garlic and an onion is asafoetida, which is a different kind of herb. But I've heard of it, but I've never had it. And some people have tried using it because or like I think in certain Ayurvedic recipes they use it because when you harvest onion or garlic, you're killing the plant because you're pulling up the root. And so people that want to abstain from killing anything for like a purification or something will use they'll season their food with asafoetida instead of onion and garlic. Yeah, so that's where I learned about that. Okay, and Alejandro would like a prayer to Hathor to Astarte for love matters. Actually, not dating anyone, but I just met a girl. Oh, hey. And regarding the divination, as far as I know, she's single too. Haha, cool. But we'll, as far as I know, but we'll confirm to be 100% sure. Okay. Well, let me see if I have something. Since you requested for Hathor, and a start. I have Ishtar here, who is counterpart to a start. Let me see if I've got something that I can read that. There we go. And we'll start with Hathor. Oh, Lady Hathor, our friend Alejandra has met a girl, and we want it to be a positive experience. Hail, O Hathor, O Golden Lady, Mistress of Love, O beautiful one who comes in joy, Mistress of dancing and revelry, beloved daughter of Ra, Lady of turquoise and gold. You light up the sky with your brilliance. Shine upon all faces and bless us with your love. O Eye of Ra, may you defend us from evil. And Mistress of the West, may you embrace our blessed dead and guide us safely to them when our day of mourning comes. But while we are upon earth, may we live life to the fullest, and may Alejandro find success. And all of those who are looking for a partner, may Hathor, the Golden One, bring love to you. And to Ishtar, hail, O goddess, most awe-inspiring goddess. Praise unto you, mistress of humankind, greatest of the Ijigi gods, which is from Mesopotamian. Hail, O Ishtar, most awe-inspiring goddess. Praise unto you, mistress of women, greatest of the Ijigi gods. Who is it that can rival your grandeur? Your attributes are mighty, splendid, superb. Who, O Ishtar, can rival your grandeur? Your attributes are mighty, splendid, and superb. No one but you can hold the lead line of heaven. No one but you can subdue the mountains and the seas. No one but you can decree the destinies of humankind. No one but you can become enraged, relent, have mercy. No one but you can punish, take pity, and forgive. No one but you can bring soothing where there is anger. No one but you can lead by the hand out of danger. No one but you can rescue one who reveres you from death. No one but you can revive the dead and restore the sick. No one but you can grant long life to one who heeds you. No one but you can. O Ishtar, you are mistress of the destinies of lands and peoples. You have made everything perfect, completed the rites, and gathered all unto you. What god brings forth your sign? Now, of course, we're saying this and we have a whole, altar full of deities, but the understanding is that in her space, Ishtar is unique, and she has powers that no other deity has. And we ask her to use those to give you blessings and life, luck, and love. Okay. Yeah, you know what? And the thing about leaving a garlic or onion long enough for them to grow greens, I have done that. I had an onion sitting on the shelf long, and it sat there long enough that it grew some greens about yay long. So I have totally done that. They'll do it in the fridge too if you let them. It's just they'll be like kind of yellow, but you set them out where they can get sunlight and they green right up. So okay, guys. now that we've made everybody hungry, hopefully there's options for food for you. So don't plant it if it does that. What you do, onions are real hard to grow. And depending on where you are is going to make a lot of difference with that. But the thing is, if it dies because it's drawing from the root in order to grow those greens out. So the thing that you're supposed to do, I think, was you cut off the top and then you plant that, and then it'll grow the greens. Look online. That's where I find most of my information on gardening. And then I have to adapt half of it because they write it for places that are further north of here. So that's all I have to say about that. But love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. You guys have a safe weekend. And see us next week. I believe next week we'll actually be doing a sailing of Hathor. So if you, we'll expect a report on the situation with the drill. So much love, you guys.